Did you hear that, right?
Yeah, it was like there was like laughing down here. Hello and welcome back to another Worst Possible Gameplay. I'm Brent.
I'm Stokes.
And we're here to play games for you. Today, it's a brand new game for the channel. This game is called Alpha Clash. It's a TCG, all based around comic book heroes, villains, and all that stuff, but nothing like Marvel, DC. It's all original content, all original heroes, villains. You'll see some themes and stuff that are very similar to stuff out in the world. I know your guys got a very Spartan-esque kind of theme to them.
That he does.
I've got a very I guess gangster kind of theme almost a little bit, but you'll see a lot of themes and stuff that you see
There's
from
a
other
Joker
stuff.
flavor to him for sure. He doesn't have anything to do with laughing really, and we both have two of the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yeah, true. Oh yeah, that's actually true. Yeah,
that's not actually particularly the flavor here, but it also is.
Yeah. So it is a brand new game. We're going to dive into it. We are going to take it very slow so you guys can follow what's going on. But we have some exciting news about this game. First and foremost, real quick though, I apologize for my voice. If you did not know, me and Stokes were just at MagicCon Vegas. Thank you all who stopped by, stopped us. Really liked the gameplay so far. Took pictures, signings, all that stuff. We really appreciate anyone that took the time out of their trip to come talk to us. But after that trip, I got hit with the con crud. It happens. It's sometimes unavoidable. I try to avoid it. I bring like stacks of vitamins and medicine to take every day to try to avoid that from happening. Still got it. So that's why one of the videos last week's didn't come out. That's why this one's delayed. I try to push it off as much as possible. My body is better. My voice has not caught up. So I apologize for that. But we're still going to get the gameplay for you today. Getting into Alpha Clash. What we're excited about this game is because we actually had the opportunity to talk to the creators of the game. Garrett and Ridge was on a call with us. We talked about what the game, where it is now, where it has been. The newest big thing right now is they are going fully independent or are fully independent right now. So that's really exciting for them. They've got comic books coming out. They have a novel. They have a prequel board game. They've got a lot of expansive lore
store
stuff.
Program.
A lot of cool things
tournaments
going on with the game right now and things they have planned in the future. A big one that we're really excited about is they have a PvE mode for the game.
Give anything PvE and I'm in, dude.
If you don't know, Stokes and I, one of our favorite card games, Stokes' favorite card game is actually a PvE game.
My favorite tabletop game, like period.
I guess that's
above
true, yeah.
board game, above card games, it like surpasses genre. Honestly, if I was more comfy playing solo, it would maybe just be my, I don't know, Destiny 2 is pretty high. I like Destiny 2 a lot, but it's it's a top fiver for me. I love Marvel Champions.
Yeah, so Marvel Champions is that card game, and it's another superhero PvE game. So to hear that there's another game like that that can also take into PvP, has deck building, packs, we can crack all that stuff.
And for me, it's adding in TCG to it.
Exactly.
The trading card of it means there's special versions of cards and there's blinged out things and there's packs I can get and there's pre-constructed decks that are built and kind of function a little differently than they do in the, what do they call it? LCG, CCG. There's so many different words, but the living card game universe of Marvel Champions.
Yeah, so trading card game versus living card game or collectible card game.
Yep.
So that's what's coming down the road. But before we get there, we kind of have to learn how to play the game.
Exactly.
So that's why we're here. So we're able to
This is like what we did with Dice Throne too. Dice Throne announced a PvE, and I was like, all right, I'll suffer through the PvP so that I can play the dungeon crawler. And then we play, I don't know how many hours of the dungeon crawler we played.
Yeah. So, so we picked up a couple precons. Today I'm playing Pestilence. You're playing War. We can essentially, we'll go through a little bit of what each contender is, which is essentially the leader of your deck, a commander, if you're familiar with Magic, kind of the card that sets up your whole deck. We're going to go through what they kind of do, what a card layout kind of is, so you can kind of get familiar with that. And then when we go into our turns and start playing the game, when something new comes up or we do something different, we're going to go through what we're doing, why we're doing it and stuff. So you kind of feel the flow of gameplay as we're doing it. So, because there is a couple unique things to this. A lot of it is very similar from card games or you'll be familiar with from other card games, but there are quite a bit unique things which make it really fun. So we'll get into it when we do that. So like I said, I'm playing Pestilence. You can see in the top right of the card, his health is 25, which is essentially my hit points for the game. And then you'll see essentially two abilities that he's got. One that has a 25 next to it, which means this ability is active when I have 25 health or less until I hit that 15 health or less, where you'll see the second ability activate. And then we can go through those abilities.
And it's one or the other. It's not both at the same time.
Correct.
It doesn't like turn on the second one. It like switches to the second one.
Yep. And then in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see attack and defense because your contender can actually attack. But it's not like a commander in Magic where you have to play him out and attack. It's always in its contender spot, but it can swing right from there.
Yeah. Closer to like a Flesh and Blood if those could attack.
Exactly.
Which they kind of do, but
a little bit, yeah.
It is a little different.
So, like I said, we'll get into the abilities of the deck or of the contender itself when we start actually playing. But essentially, what you want to watch out for in my deck is it's a lot of toxic counters, which don't do anything on their own, but a lot of my cards get activated by the amount of toxic counters on my opponent's cards.
You'll see it wipe abilities. You'll see it add minus counters onto things. You'll see it ping me for damage per creature that has one. Like the card, you have like a primer and a payoff sort of effect.
Yes. And then if it's not toxic counters, it's making somebody discard.
I know. Which normally in 1v1 I don't mind, but when I'm trying to learn something and it's for PvE and it's whatever, like I'm not into it.
So that's mostly what my deck is doing.
Which is almost why I played it. Because now I'm having to get discarded when I could be doing the discarding, but
yeah.
This was the one I dice rolled to just be like, we'll try this one.
Yeah. So which one are you playing?
I'm playing War, particularly because there's going to be a lot of War in this. This is War, Fierce, Javelineer. You'll also see he has 25 health. I imagine that's just part of the balance of this Clash kit. Clash kit being the sort of 2-deck precons that are built to go against each other. And I think so far we've really felt that they do feel built for each other in that way. There's not like a rock, paper thing going on here where one's clearly going to win every time.
Yeah,
they're both Harbingers, which is the sort of class on the bottom right. You'll see my cards. I don't remember if yours have them, but my cards have like, if it's a Harbinger this or a Harbinger, I have different effects. I've got 25. Of course, your starting ability, you got to have something to function, I imagine.
Yep.
Mine goes a little bit lower to 10. So at 10, I have a different effect. Still a 1-0. We're going to be very comparable in that way. But one of the benefits of having this be something that can attack, being a Javelineer, is I'm going to be attaching javelins to him. He does have when equipments detach effects, when you attack and you're equipped effects. So it's not Voltron, but it isn't not Voltron.
Okay.
So
cool.
There's going to be multiple equipments that come out. And one of the, speaking on card types, you've got resources, you have your Clash cards, Clash being the sort of creatures, units, characters, whatever they're called, summons. And then in the middle, you have your accessories, relics, that's kind of I would say that's like accessory is the high level type, and then under that you've got traps, you've got relics, and I think that's all that we have. There may be more, but that's what these decks offered us. So
yeah. So cool. As you can see, we drew our starting hands, which is actually 8 cards in this game. So we've got that. We're going to roll off, and we're going to start with game 1. All right, we've got our hands. Stokes, you won the roll. Go ahead.
What do you know? So I do not draw because it's the first turn, first player. I also won't be able to attack because in this game, all Clash cards essentially come out with a haste to them. They actually have a keyword for not haste.
Yeah.
Observant is like, you can't attack right now.
Yeah, slow down.
So it's sort of the opposite. Your resource cards are going to be kind of like a Star Wars, a Lorcana, something where it comes from just any card from your hand. You'll be playing them upside down. The identity of the card is going to be the color that the card taps for. I have a mono red deck. He has a mono green deck. So that's actually not going to affect anything. But the upside down cards are going to show the resources. Yeah. I like the face up because I think it does 2 things. It takes away the idea, the design space of, I play a sneaky card from the back line, because Star Wars has that. They have Smuggle, where you can play an upside down card like that. But also I think it just shows you what it is I'm getting rid of in my deck and kind of how I'm playing. So I like the information that you get from it, or I get from you.
Yeah.
So there's my resource. And then for 1, my first card of the game is going to be Somewhere in San Francisco. This is a Clash ground. It does have a special place on a, signified playmat that has it, but it has a section that is going to function a lot like a stadium in Pokemon. So this effect, which says contenders get +1/+0, is going to affect everybody. This one does say when this card leaves play, you draw a card, you being me, I'm the owner. But this is a sort of global effect. Of course, just like most decks that come with these kinds of cards, this is going to be better for me than it is for you.
Yeah.
But all the same. So that's my first card. Can't attack with anything. I'll pass.
And then as you pass over, you might notice this card in the middle. This is what's called a portal. It's essentially a card that can flip over, and a portal can be either opened or closed. And based on if a portal is open or closed, it depends on it. It essentially activates effects on certain cards.
Yeah, I imagine there's going to be decks that are portal agnostic, like they just don't care if it's open or closed. But if your deck counts for something to be open, I can pay to close the portal if it helps in any way. This isn't quite the day-night token that I was afraid it was going to be, oh God, this is going to be flipping all the time. We're both managing stuff. Realistically, it's just I want it open, he wants it closed.
Yep. And it can be open or closed by card effects or just by paying 2 resources.
Yeah.
So you have the options there. All right. Now I'm going to take my turn. I'm going to draw.
There is a dedicated resource phase in this window in this game, so it's unlike Magic where you can't put a resource down later in your turn. So Brent decides right now.
Yeah, I think. Oh man, I really like that card though.
We all like our cards, Brent. Jeez, that's another small thing about this game. I like that every card's full art, like it's borderless. It's so goofy and so silly, but
I'm gonna put down I Am Decay as my resource.
I remember tournament coverage for this game when they put a card face down in their resource, they pull it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember seeing that, but I've seen that where gameplay shows what you put up because that information is like so important.
And then I'm gonna use that one resource to put out Pestilence, the Virulent. Has a trigger, put 1 toxic counter on target clash card. I'm not gonna put it on my own, I got nothing out.
Why not?
You know what, yeah, why not?
Because if he gets 2, you can move it with him.
You're right. Good idea. I'm going to go ahead.
From another gameplay video.
Oh, nice.
I noticed they put it on themselves.
Trigger, I'm going to put it on him. He's an 0-1. I can't attack, but obviously with 0-1.
Swing and die, coward. Swing and die.
Seems a little
swing
silly
it
to
and
do
die.
that, so I'm going to
catch
pass.
this war. All right, he doesn't want it.
But he does have trigger on defeat, put 1 toxic counter on target clash card. So, smooth.
What's the CGB thing? I can't snap it as. Whoosh. What a psychopath. Tell him I said that.
Tell him I said that.
Yeah, he knows. What resource do I want to put down? I think I'll just put down my biggest resource. It's another war. There's going to be a lot of wars in this. For 2, get the equipment talking. Fire Javelin. So it costs 2. You'll see here, if we pull up the image, it has attach and then 2 red diamonds. Those 2 red diamonds say that it has to be red resources. Again, it's not going to matter because I'm monocolored. It'll always be red. But it comes in unattached. For 2, I can attach it. It's going to give my contender +1/+1 so it can swing without any reciprocal damage problems. But it's going to auto detach. There's a lot of triggers. We'll get to it.
Yep. And you can see those same diamonds next to the resource costs of a card. Obviously, on all our cards, mine will all be green. His will all be red. But you may see other diamonds have different color associated with them on other cards in the game.
True. With that, I'll swing at you. So we're just going to bump damage. Bump and ugly. Whoa.
Whoa.
You go down 2.
Oh, I forgot that one.
My contender did. And your contender.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I played my card, played my thing. Did it all.
All right. Draw. I like that card. I like all my cards. I don't want to get rid of any of them. But I need resources.
I can't say I know this deck well enough to know what I really like and don't like.
Right.
God, I can't wait for the PvE, dude. I also can't wait to, because these are the only contenders we've played. I'm excited to try the other factions, the other colors, just other mechanics. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna put on another I Am Decay.
All right, he hates I Am Decay.
I don't hate it. I think it's actually good, but based on what I know you want, because it's all about the portal being open, and I know you like the portal being open, so I'm gonna try to avoid having the portal open as much as possible.
It opens the portal?
It says if the portal is open is when all the good stuff happens.
Gotcha.
I don't want to have the portal open.
Well, that's why you keep
cards.
it, because I'm going to open the portal for us.
No. I'm going to close it. I'm going to take care of it. No. I'm going to put out Noxious Alleyway, which is my own Clash card. It has a counter attack. You may engage this card. If you do, move a toxic counter from a relic you control to target attacking Clash card. Clash cards get -1, -0 for each toxic counter on them. At the beginning of each player's turn, if they control a Clash card with 1 or more toxic counters on their contender loses 1 health. So Essentially, this is a card that sits on the clash ground. I can engage it to activate the top ability, and then the other 2 are static abilities that happen all the time.
And because he played one, it's going to bounce my clash ground. So when this is removed, I'll draw a card.
Yippers. And then...
What's that card called? The bottom one?
This one?
Yeah.
I am Decay.
Okay. There's an equivalent in this. I don't remember
Is it
drawing
like
before.
I am Wrath or something?
It's I am Chaos.
Oh, okay.
Which, I don't know if I'd say Chaos is really the theme of this one,
Yeah.
but...
All right.
Isn't Wrath one of the other 4? Or is that just one of the deadly sins?
I think Wrath's just a deadly sin.
I don't know.
War, Pestilence,
Death,
and... Famine?
Famine? Yeah,
I think
we both
actually
got it.
one of them like has changed over the years, or is like
Pestilence,
altered.
Famine?
I think so, I think some of them have altered. Somewhere in the comments.
Oh no,
let us know.
I
What are the
don't
4
know my
horsemen?
horses. Yeah,
All right. Now here's the question: is do I just want to swing into your guy so my guy doesn't do 1 damage to me? Because I have a toxic counter, which you sharked me into putting on my guy, which
I didn't make you play that card.
which is gonna hurt me.
Oh my god!
Remember this, people. This is what he did to me. Now I'm going to pass and I will take 1 because of the toxic counter. I'm going to use him as hopefully a blocker at some point or an obstructor in this game.
Oh, I should untap the right way. I will say that's something I've wanted to do. I mean, you've been doing it more where you untap them face up.
Yeah.
But I'm going to throw down I Am Chaos.
Hey,
just
look
a
at that.
match. Just a match. We're so cute. I think it's too good. I got to do it. I got to do it for 3. The Bardagan Warhorn. Bardagan. It's exclusive. So kind of legendary, means I can't have a second one of these out, which is unfortunate because this card slays. Trigger on enter, create a 1/1 red Harbinger War Minion Clash token. So 1/1, it's red for whatever that matters. It shares the clan type there, and it is a Clash token. At the end of my turn, if the portal is open, create another token. I will attack for 1.
I'll block.
Cool.
Or obstruct. I'm sorry.
You'll
I will obstruct.
Very good.
This guy will go away.
And this guy will stay here.
Yep.
And then we're going to swing on each other. And this time it is just for 1.
Boop, boop.
Pass.
Draw. I'm going to put down this big foily boy.
No.
It's just too expensive.
Is it 5?
Yeah.
Sure. It's not that fast of a game.
Pass. I'm going to put out Pestilence Mayhem Maker. Trigger, enter. Target contender or clash card gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Then you draw 1 card. We have that -1/-1. And then I draw a card. And then I will go ahead and I will clash with your contender for a 1.
No notes.
No notes. Pay 1. And I'm going to play Infestation. Target contender or clash card gets +3/+0 until end of turn, and target opponent discards 1 card.
And it's a counter attack?
It's a clash buff.
Clash buff. That's right. And yeah, action clash buff.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So essentially in combat or in a clash, you have steps. The first step is initiating the clash. You have counter, you have obstruct. So there's a counter step where you can play a counter that counters the attack.
Just to like negate the attack before you get too far.
Exactly. Then there's the obstruct, which is where blocking happens essentially, is you can use
You engage just like you did this last turn to obstruct my 1/1.
After that, the attacker gets to put in their clash buff, which I'm doing with Infestation. Then the defender gets an opportunity to put in a clash buff.
You tapped out.
You tapped out. And then after that, damage is calculated. So right here, I put in my attack clash buff. You have the opportunity.
I have no counter for it, but I will because it's going to require me to discard a card. Discard Rally Forces.
Yep.
And then take 4.
Yep. And then we go to damage, which is 1 + 3. But you do 1 back to me because your contender does have an attack. So
Was it +3/+0?
+3/+0. And then I'll pass.
There we go. We're untapping. We're drawing.
So that's the flow of combat or clashes in this game.
All right. Another war. Only because we don't know the cards too well. I go, well, war. I think for 2, I'm going to open the portal.
Okay.
And then for 2, I'm going to equip the javelin. Cool.
Yep.
Move to clash.
Yep,
We're fighting. So it gives him +1/+1. So my 2 is going to hit his 0, do the 2. His 1's going to hit my 1, and it's going to just kind of negate the damage. So I won't actually take anything from this one. Then I'll move to my end step. And then here, at the end of your turn, unattach this weapon.
Oop.
And then War says, once per turn, when you unattach a weapon from this contender, you may, I will, draw 1 card. Draw. Then Warhorn, at the end of your turn, if the portal is open, create a blah, 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 Clash minion token.
Yep. Tap, draw.
What? What's so funny?
I'm going to put I'm Decay down here.
Note, he is not Decay this game.
I am not this.
It's a 3-ofs game.
Yep.
So
no Decay this game, but I am going to put out Pestilence Affliction Giver. Trigger.
Oh, you're giving me.
On defeat, clash cards you don't control with toxic counters on them get -1/-1 until end of turn. So if he gets defeated, then that matters, but currently does not. But then I am going to go ahead and clash with your contender, because I can choose other targets for my clashes, say one of his cards, but they have to be exhausted to do it. So I can't actually target his minion right now because it's not exhausted. Move to counter. Anything?
I have nothing to counter.
Move to obstruct. Anything?
That's what I'm wondering, if I want to obstruct.
Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Maybe I got plays either way. All right.
No obstruction. Move to attacker clash buff.
Look at that. Infestation again. +3, discard 1.
Every practice game he's played all 3. This guy's fucking with me.
That's great.
What the hell was that?
It sounded worse because of my voice.
That was bad. That was bad.
So discard and then take 6.
And then take 6.
Let's go.
Down to 12.
And then pass.
War. It's always war. War never changes. 2. I'm going to equip.
Yep.
Notably, while this weapon is attached to your contender, war minion clash tokens you control get on trigger on defeat, deal 1 damage to target clash card. For 3.
Yep.
I am chaos.
Hey, you played it.
All right, so for 3, send target clash token you control to Oblivion, which is kind of gone forever. Then deal 2 damage to target contender or clash card.
Oh, shoot.
Boom.
So 2 damages on there.
Yes, and then this gives them each a defeat 1. Boom. So 2, 1.
So damage is really unique in this game. It's something that is not
so unique.
It's not persistent, but it's persistent through phases. So in your primary phase, you played that card, which deleted that guy, where it sent 2 damage and 1 damage all in that phase.
Yes, but every time you engage to attack, you are in a clash phase where we go through that obstruct, buff, all of those things. Once that clash is done, we're back into the primary.
A new primary phase.
A new primary.
So,
and then we can clash again, and then we clash again, and that's how you send each one.
Yeah.
But because you're jumping phases, you heal between. So if I don't kill you in one full clash, but the next 1 damage I have is in primary, we move to primary, you heal back up.
Yep.
So then in primary, I deal 1. Oh, that wasn't enough. Move to clash. Oh, we're back at full health. So it's like you have to focus the phase.
So that was really good, though.
I mean, yeah, it took a lot to get
get
3 damage on, you know. Let me read the rest of the card.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
If the portal is open, create 2 1/1s.
Oh, my gosh.
Whoa, look at these guys. Gosh. Cut off 1 head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I will move to...
clash cards with toxic counters. Oh, never mind.
I will move to attack. And you know what I didn't do last time? When you attack with one of these guys, he makes one of these.
Oh, my God. Okay.
So he's a 2/1.
Take 2.
Yeah, 2/1.
Yep.
So I'll take nothing from that.
Uh-huh.
And then we're going to attack with...
Sorry.
Oh, no.
My bad. I jumped the gun a little. To be fair, he was jumping too. The guy with the gun was like, they both jumped. What do we...
The guy with the gun? All right. I'm actually going to leave. I'm going to leave it with these guys.
Okay.
Move to my end step, detach. That's going to trigger him to draw a card. The portal is open, so I'm going to make another token.
Jeez. Okay.
There's that go wide strategy again.
Yeah, it is. Holy crap. All right. Let's see. Go ahead and draw. I'm going to go ahead and put down my punishment card as a resource. We know him and love him. We got Pestilence, the affectionate giver.
Yep.
Nope, affliction giver.
No, I was like, he's not giving much affection, but I like the play on the words there.
And then, I
kind of want you to leave it in a little bit.
was like, do you think people can hear it?
Well, if you can't hear it, we're here in Traverse City, Michigan, filming during the Cherry Festival, and there are jets doing test flights for the air show that's coming up.
Something
Brent
I
really
love
hates it.
every year.
To be fair, a lot of people in town dislike it. The ones, it's like, imagine a dog that has a jet flying above it all the time.
Oh my gosh.
And we're in Traverse City is not a super populated area, but this area of Traverse City is the most populated of Traverse City, right? Like it's not flying in the boonies, whatever. It's like in the middle of all the action. So much so that sometimes it gets like they get low enough that they'll like break windows.
Oh,
But
great.
I'll give some fairness that it's like it barely ever happens, and when it does, it's right here on this Front Street area, and all the houses are like 100 years old. So it's like, maybe you needed a new window anyway. Your windows were like starting to like liquefy; they were like melting. You know what I mean? You ever seen a window do that?
Yeah, where it gets all like drippy.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Fucking glass.
It's weird.
Dude.
That's like
it's a liquid. Glass is a liquid.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
I'll go ahead and I'll use one to put out Pestilence, the Virulent again. Enter, put a toxic counter on target clash card. You can pick whichever little guy you want to put on. There you go. You got so many freaking things. Yeah, what is this?
They get -1 for each thing on it. -1, -0.
Oh, yeah.
So this attacks for nothing.
I'll swing 3 at your contender.
I'll block with this guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was a little out of order.
A little out of order, but we got to do it. We got to do it. This will kill him.
Cool.
He is dead. He is kaput. All right, we're untapping.
It was a little out of order. I think the blue jets. I think the jets threw me off. The jets threw me off. I got a little lost. I got a little angry.
Oh fuck yeah!
I don't want to hear that.
Well, hold on. Do I want to resource anything? Nah. 2, equip. God, it costs so much to do this every time. 3, I am chaos.
Oh my gosh!
I know. Sad as me. Sacrifice this guy. It's gonna ping 1. It's gonna deal 2.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna make 2 more. Sorry for my blank 1/1s, by the way, but there's just so much. I drew 1 and it just smudged immediately. I'm handling them so much. So tokens, because I got the portal open. Dude, you are decay, right? Anywho. Swing. Make a 1/1. Here, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
2.
2.
I'm gonna move end step again. Detach. Draw. Portal is open. You got it.
You didn't want to attack with any of them?
Because they're all gonna die, and I have cards in hand that benefit from them existing.
That's annoying.
Shut up. Sorry.
All right.
Don't talk to me like I'm a Pokemon.
Did
You
hear
heard that, right?
Yeah, it was like there was like laughing
was
down
like-
here. That was really creepy.
Hold on, it was right here, right?
Yeah, I was like
Hold on,
over
dude,
here.
I got the bus. You remember what happened over here?
Oh yeah, with a board game fell on the security camera.
ghost is here. Yeah, we had it was like week 2, right? Maybe 3 of us being
No,
up?
it was because we had the tan shells.
Oh yeah.
So as well.
Well, we had on the security camera. Brent came in early one day, and there was a book in the middle of the floor, like 7 feet from where it started, and he just checked back on our security camera, and it was just standing and just.
It was just there. It was weird.
It was tough though, because it's one of those security cameras where it's like you're not watching at 60 frames.
No, and it's
it
the
was
middle of the
at
night, yeah.
and so it was black and white, and it just didn't look great. But it was like, oh, here's a book. There's
the
a
book's
book
on the floor.
And he goes, we got a ghost. We've never had anything else since until laughter just came from right here.
Now, to also be fair, there is a business on the other side of that wall, but it sounded like it was right
but
here.
what I heard also was like a wheeze.
Yeah,
It was like,
yeah, it was like a Muttley.
Muttley. This guy, dude, referencing 70-year-old cartoons. I reference Muttley all the time. I'm a Snidely Whiplash fan. Wacky Races, dude. So good.
All right, paying 2. I'm going to put out Tattered Shackle Blade. It's got an attach for 2. Attached contender can't be the target of clash buffs. Attached contender gets trigger, attack. Draw 1 card, then you may discard any number of cards. This card gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each card you discarded this way. This weapon can only be attached to Pestilence. Contender.
I was going to say, that seems like something you might almost put on me if you didn't want my thing to be buffed.
Yeah.
But Pestilence only.
So I'm going to attach it to my Pestilence.
Oh.
And then I'm going to
Interesting.
swing into your contender. It has counter.
So when is the ability? Is it's played at?
It says
so
trigger
on
attack.
attack. So like you won't be able to defend with it. You won't be able to.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to discard a card.
You have to discard a card.
Yes. Let me just double check.
Oh, I thought it was like you can now you can discard as many as you
Oh,
want.
then you may discard any number.
yeah,
I guess I
okay.
could.
I was like, nah.
I guess I could. I may discard. So
you drew your card.
Actually, I'm not going to
Do you
discard
care
this.
to?
This is
Do you care to buff with the other card then?
I guess you're not obstructing or anything.
No.
Okay. I do want to
No,
keep this.
yeah, no,
I haven't
no,
drawn this
no
one yet,
buffs.
but I like it. But then I will go ahead and infestation again. Plus
Thought
3.
you were gonna discard. Fuck. All right, so you're hitting me for 4.
4, and I get hit by 1.
And you didn't discard anything, yeah.
Correct.
So I go to 8.
And then you discard a card.
Right. Got it.
That's all I got.
Okay. Put down a foil fire javelin.
Ooh, you want to switch them out?
Obviously, can't switch them. I'm not gonna play by the rules. For 5.
Yep. Y'all. Okay, never mind. Not today, Satan.
It's like who?
I'll block.
Ah, foiled. No damage here though. This guy, he'll chill.
But I will put a toxic counter with his trigger on defeat on target counter clash card. Or counter on target. Actually, I'll put it on the one that already attacked.
So that I can't like feed this one in some way.
I guess you could
I
just
was
feed
just
that
saying,
one.
well, I depend because you don't have something. I can't like attack into anything.
Yeah, I'll just leave it there. I was thinking maybe it'd be harder for you to get rid of, but you can. If you're going to sacrifice something, you're going to sacrifice anything.
No, I mean
so.
it's kind of tough because this is a set like it's gonna die here. If there's no right answer for you, I'll tell you, it's fine.
Yeah. Take one. Take one. Take one.
Guess what I'm gonna do with this one?
Take one.
Yeah, I got one more. Guess where is it going?
Yeah, why wouldn't I put it on the tapped one?
Yeah, put
You
it on the
sharked
tapped
me.
one.
Yeah,
Put it on the tapped one. Yeah, that's fine.
Sharked
I'm
me
telling
again.
you. I'm telling you, it's not really gonna matter. that
Okay,
much.
well.
That's why I was like, because if I had another I Am Chaos, I could just eat this. Right,
Yeah.
like it sacks something.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, but it does have -1, so it wouldn't have done damage. So I could have saved myself a damage, or I can try to do damage to
No,
you.
because it was. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. You're either pinging me for 1, or the thing that it's on won't hit.
And I'm going to try to ping you for 1 by putting it on there is my goal.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then if you kill it, well, what are we going to do?
What are you gonna do? I'll tap 5. War. A lot of war.
And if
Harbinger of Madness.
Rip
Go ahead.
another, sounds like
That's
a
a
helicopter.
chopper. That's a chopper. Grant?
Grant, is that you? Real quick, because those all swung and they don't have numbers on them, they're all dying to my commander because my contender, because I do have 1 attack.
Yeah, so
they're all
he's
1/1s.
dealing 1 damage back.
Just so that's clear.
There are cards in here that just give them 1 more defense. And that's all they need to not die.
All right, so then what is now this war do?
So, I played them already. I was like, why was my stuff tapped? 5 for War, Harbinger of Madness. He has Breakthrough, so he's got Trample. Trigger, enter. You may send 1 War Minion Clash token to Oblivion. That's why I told you it didn't really matter.
Yeah, it didn't
You send it
matter.
here, you send it there, so whatever. You
could've
might have
saved-
saved a damage, but how would you know?
Yeah.
If you do, search your deck for a red contender weapon and reveal it. Shuffle your deck, put that card on top.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's got a little tutor, but I don't know if there's any other weapons other than the ones I've already played or discarded, which is Gravity Javelin and Fire Javelin. Fail to find. They are in there. I just don't want one.
Okay.
I've already got my javelin. But then, perhaps the most important part is trigger attack, which I'm going to do. I'm going to attack. This card gets +1/+0 for each clash token that was defeated or sent to oblivion this turn.
Oh shit!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That puts him
It's
at
exactly 9.
And then for 1, I'm going to pump him +3/+1. And then I'll swing at you for 2.
Okay, so even if I saved the 1 damage, it didn't matter.
Right.
Okay.
That's why I trust me. We would have done something a little
Okay.
different. I would have been like, well, let's really talk this through.
Let me really explain to why you should. Yeah. All right, cool. Okay, well, good game.
Good game. You know, I hadn't drawn this one yet. I hadn't drawn this before. I was bitching about how you had a 1 mana +3 draw me or discard a card. I'm like, what the fuck is that? There is an equivalent in that 1 mana +3/+1. So if it is a token, it lives.
Yeah.
It gives it trample.
Oh, it gives it a breakthrough?
Which this already had breakthrough, but
Oh, geez. Okay.
yeah. So there is something like your discard is my trample, I guess. But also I see it's the only way that like if you had a 3/3 or a whatever, and I swung in with a token and you blocked with the 3/3, it would kill the token. It would still die, but
yeah,
it's something.
God, yeah, you just had so many tokens so fast.
Well, that's
through.
why I saved them, because I had the thing that I was like, once they die all at once. I also had the one I mentioned that buffs them by +1 defense. This guy with Observant.
Yeah.
Turmoil Tyrant. He gives them +0/+1. So I would be able to swing with them and then swing with them again in the next turn. The +1 toughness is only till end of turn, but it gets them 2 swings.
Gotcha.
So that's why I was like, until I can play this, I don't want to feed all 5, be able to play this guy and then have no tokens.
The card I was excited to play was a Pestilence card that when it came down, oh my God. I guess maybe there's only one in the deck. Maybe that's why I haven't played it yet, because I can't find it
So
again.
the guy that I just had, I think he's the only one. I've never drawn him before.
Well, either way.
Yeah, he's the only one I have.
I
so.
got it because if I did damage to a contender, which it would be tough to get through, but if I did, it gave -2/-2 to everything. And I was like, that would be perfect. But it's -2/-2 to non-Harbinger. And I went, no! I reread it once I kept it in my hand. I went, shoot, it's not as good as I thought.
Yeah, the tokens are indeed Harbinger tokens.
Yeah.
I do have non-Harbinger cards in here, but they might, I don't know if they're accessories or I just have noticed that there's like not a symbol everywhere.
But I was thinking about all the tokens and I was like, oh, this is really good actually. Then I reread it and I went, that's not as good as I thought in this matchup. But don't worry, I still got a chance. We'll figure it out as we start game 2. All right, we're in game 2. I'm going to go first this time. But first, I'm going to answer my phone that's going off in my pocket. All right, we're in game 2. I'm going to start this time. Let's see. You know what? You love it? I'm Decay. For everyone who knows, this is what I'm Decay does.
Thank you.
If you control a Pestilence contender, this card costs 1 green less to play. Discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards. If the portal is open, distribute X toxic counters among any number of target clash cards you don't control, where X is equal to the number of cards you've discarded this turn. Until end of turn.
Okay, so 2.
Yep. Until end of turn, Harbinger clash cards you control get +0/+1 for each toxic counter distributed this way. So as you saw,
so it puts 2 counters on things which could have effects otherwise.
Yep.
And then it'll buff you 2, assuming you don't discard anything else.
Which in the last game, I think I discarded 1 time. So it's like, I think this could be good. I just don't know how to get there to do it yet. But I do know what is good.
Super fair. Yeah.
The Defiler's Vial. So this is my relic.
That card is really good, and I don't think there's any removal in this deck for it.
Let's go. So enter, put a toxic counter on this card. Once per turn during your primary phase, you may engage this card. If you do, put 1 toxic counter on this card. And then at the bottom it says, once per turn during your primary phase, you may engage this card and send it to Oblivion. If you do, engage target clash card with an initial resource cost less than or equal to the number of toxic counters on this card. So essentially I can tap something down with the toxic counters, but I have to sacrifice this card to do it. That's not that good. But with my Contender's top ability, once per turn during your primary phase, you may move any number of toxic counters from a permanent you control to target clash card. Once per turn, whenever 2 or more toxic counters are put on a clash card you don't control, target player discards 1 card. So essentially gives me an outlet to start putting counters on here, tapping it, using my ability to then send counters that way.
And it comes out with a counter. and you can activate it right away to give it to. So it's like primed to make me discard a card at the cost of nothing.
Yep.
Well, nothing more. All right, me.
All you.
Rally forces somewhere in San Francisco. Contenders have +1/+0. Swing on you. We'll do 2 to each other.
Cool.
Pass. Got to play that aggro style. Get you down to 15 so I'm not discarding when you move counters.
Draw.
You
decay.
God damn it, dude. You just replace the card with a basic hand. Like,
I know.
It's a resource only.
It's
Slap
so
it down.
silly.
We gotta call up Garrett, call up Bridge, say, listen, tell me how you want this card played.
Noxious alleyway.
Hey, I'll draw a card.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, you may engage this card if you do. Ooh, this also lets me move Relic. If you attack, this card has counter attack. You may engage this card if you do move 1 toxic counter from a Relic you control to target attack and clash card.
Yes, just 1. But it's also the benefit of what gives you -1/-0.
Yep, -1/-0 and damages contenders. So now I pass. Now I feel like I got something going.
Let's put down. Let's put down this war here, and then for 1, somewhere in San Francisco.
No.
Gone. And then for 1, javelin.
Okay.
Hit each other for 2.
All right. Just our contenders just butting heads over and over again.
Pass.
Or it's like in wrestling where they just stand in the center. They just give each other a chop to see who gets to. Hey. Ooh. Hey. Ooh. 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 Go ahead and
We've been watching too much wrestling.
we watch a lot of wrestling. Pay 3 to bring him out again.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen you resource him.
Yeah. Well, with my hand, it's
Can't say bring him out again. Every character
every
we have
card,
is
yeah.
war or pestilence.
Pestilence. Before I forget, I'll tap this to get another counter on it, and then I'll swing 3 at you.
That's right. I guess then more turns have passed. Swing 3. You got it.
Pass on over.
All right. Draw.
Yep.
I don't like this card. I've tanked it every turn too, or every game I've had it. Which there's not many.
It's your I am decay.
I've never played more than 1 down. But
okay.
It's collateral damage. It says counter attack, deal 3 damage to target attacking clash card. If the portal's open, I may pay 2, deal 2 damage to another clash card. So it hits for 3 and it's fine, but
you could hit for 5.
But
really.
this being so aggro, it's like I don't leave like any resources open.
That's true.
Well, it could hit for 5, but it's 3 and 2 to another one.
Yeah.
So kind of. I really like this war horn.
That makes sense.
When it enters, I'm going to create one of these.
Okay.
And then I'm going to swing 1. And there's no opportunity now for you to give me a poison or discard me a card because this will die.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. Yeah. I got nothing. I'm trying to think
then
if there's anything I should be doing.
button
button heads again. I was trying to
heads again. I like that. We'll call it from now on. Butt heads. Butt heads. Pass.
All right. I'm sure at some point I'll be able to throw a toxic counter somewhere at that, but it might be too late.
Well, I'm gonna really want tokens, but I just don't want to discard right now. So I'm like, well,
I'll use 1. This one I kept in my hand for you because it was foily, so I could play it out.
Is it?
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's not shining at all from my point of view.
It's shiny. Don't worry about it.
It's got the selective foil like on the kind of clouds in the back. I like that.
Then
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I like that.
and this is, all my toxic counters can be moved to just other clash cards.
Well, now my go wide strategy is suffering for this, so it's not really too big a deal.
That's true. All right, so I think I will not put a toxic counter on anything.
Really? Okay. Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because it's got to go on a clash
Whatever
card.
you
I don't
say.
want on clash
Whatever
cards.
you say.
It's not worth it.
Okay. Won't you be able to, with him, move 1 from him too? It's like getting another free one of those.
Not in 3 damage. Yeah, don't shark me. I know your fucking game now. God dang it. I looked up and saw that fucking face. I'm gonna exhaust this. Get a counter on it.
Good.
And then I'll swing at your contender.
3.
Well, 6. Discard a card.
Oh my god. Puts me at 10.
And then I'll pass. Keep a little 0-1 blocker up, just in case.
Just cheeky little guy. Draw. Put I Am Chaos down. For 2, I'll do War.
Not war.
Provocateur.
Okay.
Swing. Clash over here at your contender.
I will go to obstruct.
No notes on obstruction or
Cool.
blocks these. And then for 2, I'm going to equip the javelin here.
Yep.
Maybe I should have done that first. Could have made them not block. That would have been nice.
Hey, remember my order of operations last game?
I remember. We live and we learn. I had the fire javelin in my mind. I was like, there's that 3 or the 3 damage I need. But
Yeah.
Whoopsies. So he'll swing.
Okay. We have button.
Oh, fucking, I'm at 10. I thought I was going to be at 13. Because you pumped your guy. So I have a different ability now.
Yep.
That I fully wasted my whole fucking turn. The portal's not open. I don't get a token. This only pumps tokens. I thought that this equipment was the one that's going to make it 3 damage. It didn't make it 3 damage. I don't make another token because I'm at 10. Like, I have nothing.
But we bumped heads.
I am going
Do you want to take back the
to
headbutt?
discard a card. No, oh no, because I don't draw a card off on attaching. That's part of my bigger ability. And also, I had thought about your blocking. You do 0 damage to me. This happens when he has damage taken too. Fuck me. I fucked it. So, all right.
So we just take 1?
2.
Oh, 2. Oh, 2. Shoot. Okay.
Don't you forget we're in San Francisco.
I forgot.
When you're in San Francisco, you take 2.
You good?
No. No, I just completely fucked it. This is the kind of thing where if it's PvE in a board game, we go, all right, we didn't mean that. Let's change it up just a little bit. Oh, when he dies, did you want to put a counter on this guy?
Yeah. I do want to put a counter on that guy.
Do you want to move 2 more counters on it while you're still able to discard me?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think about if I want to put a card down for a resource first.
Oh, sure.
Oh, it's so...
It was the jets flying over. Dog. We got Ghost whispering at me. I'm just distracted. Just distracted. But this is how you learn games, right?
Yeah. All right. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm putting down infestation.
Are you fucking with me?
Nope.
Just because you're going to put another infestation on my fucking
Move
head.
2.
Okay.
Discard a card. Put a toxic counter there. Why'd you move it to 3?
Didn't you move 2 counters?
No, it's just 1. It says toxic counter from move. Oh, you're right. When 2 or more happens, it discards. You're right. You're right.
You're able to move as many as you want, right?
Yes.
So did you take 2 off of there or 1?
2. It was at 5.
Well, then what the fuck? You removed 2. Why wouldn't I put 2?
I don't know. I was thinking.
I saw you remove the 2. All right. And I discard.
I'm going to pay 3.
You're too happy.
I am decay.
I've only got 1 thing. Okay. What does it do again?
I'm going to draw 2, discard 2. If the portal is open. Oh, the portal's not open. Shit, I messed that up.
Oh, you got your 2 right there.
Nah, I need
pay to open the portal.
I need the 2.
Open the portal. Open the
Draw
portal.
2.
Fuck.
And then I'm gonna discard 2. I was just trying to put 2 more counters on it to make you discard another card. That's all right.
You're a piece of shit. You know that?
I'll swing 3 at you.
Yeah, I got nothing. 6.
I'm gonna add 6 and discard a card. I wanted you at 0 cards.
Yeah.
Is what I had. And then I'll headbutt you for 2.
Yep, that's it.
Hey,
That's it.
I just wanted to try to get you to 0 cards.
I was like, he's throwing away his win for You didn't even need the resource.
Well,
You didn't even need it.
I did. I thought I was gonna need
Fuck
it.
you.
I thought I was gonna need it for math later on.
No. That's why I thought I was like, he's only putting it down because he has another one.
Oh man.
Again, never played a game where you didn't have 3. I guess last game, did you have 3? I don't know.
I did have 3.
You did? Yeah,
did.
You had 3 on me, the practice
Yeah, it's
games.
pretty crazy how often I come across those.
I did. Let me double check.
Wait a minute.
I didn't have one this game.
This is a 4-of game?
Yeah. Duh. Duh.
I'm just like, because you said
I called it a 3-0.
Yeah, you did. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, we play so many games. It's just shit. It's a 4-0 game.
I was gonna say I've got 4 Iron Decay as well. Okay. It's a 4-0 game. That's why I come across 3. I was like, what are the chances I draw all 3 every game? And then I went,
what are the chances you draw 3 out of 4 every game?
I mean, that's
still
high.
fucking
That's
high.
pretty high.
Like, oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, it's a good card. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good card.
It's a fun game though, too, right?
No, I do like this
It's
game
fun.
a lot. Because we played only these ones. I mean, what?
Yeah.
We played 2, 4 today, 1 before, not together though.
Yep.
I played 2 before. So I played 6 total games, all as war. I'm like, this playstyle is pretty fun. I like tokens. I like a go wide strategy, and I wouldn't have expected that from something mono red equipment named war.
Yeah.
But when I saw the character Pestilence, I was like, this has got to be me. But it didn't do as much like poisony, pingy kind of Pokemon poison style things I was hoping for. It's a lot of counters.
Yeah, the toxic counters, they don't do anything, really.
There's one card, because we pulled their new set, Equilibrium, right?
Yep.
In their newest set, they have her on the cover. I'm forgetting her name, but she flips from like death to life.
Yeah.
And she has like a double size. I'm just like, I love my Star Wars Twin Sons deck is Palpatine. God, it's like
the jet? Yeah,
the jets.
yeah.
I'm like, oh my god. My Star Wars Twin Sons deck is Palpatine. That is like, instead of flipping to a unit, he flips into another leader, and I just like, he's like dark and light.
Yeah.
So I like good guy, bad guy, but there's so many cool heroes we were pulling. There's the guy who's the LARPer.
Yeah.
The bow and arrow LARPer.
Yeah, in addition to the starter decks,
like
we got
Venger
2 booster boxes that we opened up to take a look at cards and get from more familiar
So we
stuff.
bought the Clash kit because we're just excited for the PvE. We really want to get into it.
Yep.
When we talked with Ridge and Garrett, they sent us 2 booster boxes so we could kind of open up the game and see what it looks like, see what sets look like, how a pack is organized. I cannot wait to get playing this game.
Yeah.
The PvE is going to be huge for us. Well, and because there's a whole novel about the game.
Yep.
There's all of the comic books and the panels to cards and everything. So you're kind of playing through the story almost again. Their champion program, which if we can find a store local to get that, they get their logo printed onto a card, which I'm like, God,
It's really cool.
I wish. I think it's somewhere at your LGS is like the name of the card.
Yeah, it's
or
not even
like
it's not like a stamp of your logo or your name like on the card. It's like your logo is in the card art of the card.
Yeah, it's like they're walking into an LGS that has your logo print. It's just like, that's so dope.
It's very cool.
I love that. And then they have Cosmic Conquest, right? Which is just a board game, like a completely separate, get it in a box, not a card game, board game.
It's a prequel story to the actual where they're at with the card game and stuff like that. So,
and then we don't know much about what the PvE is going to fully look like, but I don't need to.
Yeah.
The fact that it's just one of those things, we're going to Gen Con, we're going to be seeing them there, but we're also doing Marvel Champions stuff. It's just the idea of being like, let me take these cards here, put them in a deck box, and I'm going to join random people, and we're going to beat the shit out of some random bad guy. Unlike Marvel Champions, though, someone can play the bad guy in this. So I don't know how we're going to do the multiplayer content like for this game in the future, if we're tagging in other people, or if we're going to be like, hey, Ben, you're the bad guy today.
Yeah, you're the DM.
You're our deep voice Thanos. I guess I'll kill him. Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Ben.
But yeah, so yeah, we are going to Gen Con. So if you're going to Gen Con at the end of July, we'll be there, I think, every day, except for maybe Sunday. We might be dipping out early.
I think so, but the con opens on Thursday, so we'll be doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, if I recall.
Yeah, so those 3 days.
Events
will be
don't start till Friday, so Thursday is like a peruse day. I think that's how it goes. We're leaving Wednesday. We're all over the place.
We're
it's
all
such
over the place.
A different. We've never been. So
Never
we
got to go.
No idea what to expect.
Yeah, but if you are there and you're looking for us, like you said, you can reach out on Blue Sky. We should have
Instagram.
Yep,
I've got DMs open there.
Just let us know if you want to come say hi, or if you just see us, definitely let us know. We're going to be at the Riftbound. We're going to be at the Alpha Clash. We're going to be at Marvel Champions. I think those are all the events we have signed up for.
I've got Final Girl.
Oh, you got Final Girl.
Because I love Final
You'll
Girl
probably
so much.
see me walking around the Pokemon area,
Well,
but I'm not signed up for anything.
There's a Cyberpunk TCG.
Oh, yeah, the Cyberpunk.
And I don't mean by flavor. I mean like Cyberpunk, the property, the CD Projekt Red property, has a PvE only, from what I can tell, card game coming out. Gosh, what else are we going to be at? I feel like there's so many games where there's a Pokemon thing that's going to be set up there. So we're doing Pokemon. I'm just looking for promos for anything I touch.
Yeah.
I've got a list of games that are just like, oh, Unmatched. I'm going to go check out Unmatched, see what they got there.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff happened at Gen Con. If you're going to be there, we're going to be there. But we did want to say thank you all for hanging out to the end of the video. It's always the best thing you do to help out. If you could like and subscribe, that help out the videos even more. We'd really appreciate it. And shout out to Garrett and Ridge for getting us invested in the game, letting us know what's going on with them, what's coming down the pipeline, and getting us some cards and stuff so we could try it out. Because we are really excited to dive into what's coming on the horizon for this game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the game. Hopefully it was we made it at least easy enough to follow. We are still learning the game like most games we do on the channel. We are still just learning, getting our feet wet with the game. So we appreciate you bearing with us if we messed up anything or kind of flubbed the rules
and
a little bit.
People know from watching us play or host or whatever, produce Magic content, everyone fucks up the rules in every game.
Messes up,
That's the thing about playing physical games like this is like there is no digital judge who's going to tell you you can't, you whatever. So
I think I told multiple people at Vegas where it's like, we look like idiots on the internet, so you don't have to look like an idiot at your LGS. So but thanks again so much for hanging out.
We can't really help that. There's nothing. That's on you.
That's on you. But anyway, thanks so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Stokes, you have anything else before we say goodbye to the people?
I got a nice playmat.
Thank you. Appreciate it. This is from James Bausema, person I finally got to meet in Vegas. My favorite artist right now. He does Magic cards. He does a lot of metal album art. We absolutely adore him.
Yep. You've got another playmat from him. Shay got this playmat. Shay got this playmat on a T-shirt.
Yep. I got 2 T-shirts. I got all his tokens. I got everything. I tried to buy everything at his booth, so he's really awesome. But
so shout out James.
Shout out James.
That's all I got.
Cool. Until next time, everybody. It's been real.